You're lost without a feeling of purpose or success. Let's explore some of the best ways that will help you get back on the right path. And we'll do that while playing the new PC release Returnal. Alright, I'd like to give you a little background on where I come from. Recently, I've come out of my own feeling of being lost, without a purpose, wondering what's next. Alright, so for those of you who haven't played this before, this is Returnal, recently released on PC. It is a PS5 exclusive. This game is created by the studio named Housemarque that made other games like Alienation, named Resogun, Nex Machina back on the PlayStation 4. So they have a pedigree of making action games that are almost like a bullet hell. Alright, so into our topic for today. Coming out of my recent stint of feeling lost and without a purpose, I had to do some self-reflection, figure out what it was that I needed. The first thing I would recommend, define success for yourself. Figure out what success looks like to you. Is success having a certain amount of money? Success is going to be defined as different things for different people. Another way to think about this is to ask the question of, when can you say that you've made it? What is it that happens in life for you that would give you the feeling of success? For instance, success for me is being able to make a living, helping people, making people feel good about themselves, and providing insight based on my personal experience, based on my professional experience. So success for me is not necessarily making $1 billion. What I need is fulfillment, respect, and a feeling of purpose, wanting to be able to be a part of something that's much bigger than myself. So what you need to do is ask yourself, what does success look like to me? Is there something that you would own, something that you would do in your line of work? Is there a position that you aspire to that would say, hey, once I get to CEO, then I can say, hey, I finally did it. So one of the first things you want to do is define success for yourself. What does that look like? The next thing to do is to chase progress and excellence and not perfection. A lot of the time, so many people are convinced that progress isn't happening unless there's a big change, which just isn't true. Let's take James Clear, for example. James Clear talks about the idea of the power of tiny gains. And so what he means by that, what he says is, work on trying to be 1% better every day. That 1% compound over time. By the end of the year, 365 days, it will have increased your ability by 37.78%. Now, obviously, 1% at a time doesn't seem like a lot, but for over an entire year, you can really put yourself in a great position, which leads me to my third point. Check your expectations at the door. What I mean by this is, make sure that your expectations are realistic. If there's a possibility of disappointment, make sure that it's not in the things that you can't control. Make sure it's something that you can action, something that you can measure. The biggest step of this is finding what makes you feel joy. Not just good days and moments where you're happy. I'm talking about pure joy. If you found this helpful or just enjoy the content, please consider giving it a like, and subscribe, share it with someone that might need to hear it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, make someone smile tomorrow.